Just like in 08. I don't even have to explain it to you. Good morning, Closer Gang. Welcome to another video. So, I don't know what's going on right now. We got a referral sent over for a pitch from people that actually buy distressed homes or people with distressed homes. It seems like this guy owns a 3-family home, has tenants that are actually paying right now currently, and he wants to actually sell it. I know he's having a few issues with the bank, but I think he bought it for under market value. So we're gonna really assess the situation as we go, and you're gonna see us bobbing and weaving. Before that, let's get some morning coffee. We got Dunkin' Donuts over here. We're gonna head to the meeting, and I think this should be super interesting. So stay tuned and check this out.
Does your life matter? Does your life matter? You ready for this? You ready to take control? Are you giving up control or are you taking control? Huh? You know what happens? You know what happens when people don't take control? They get
So, is it this entire building?
It's probably like this.
You gotta tell me. You know, I'm not into real estate.
From what I see that we can get, it's good what you bought it for and that you got out of that
Yeah, but
situation.
this is the situation here. Let's talk about the mortgage here, because the mortgage here, right? The original mortgage was $645.
Correct.
Okay, so now what happened was it was.
You took another mortgage
No,
out.
there was no other mortgage to take. Forget about the other mortgage. What happened was the house went into foreclosure because I was trying to get modification, divorce. Bought the house in 2007, divorce 2008.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Right? Foreclosure 2012, 2010.
10. It
9
started.
years. 9 years in foreclosure. Right? Or fucking whatever. 9, 10 years in foreclosure, right? So I gave up on the house, and which a mistake that I made. I didn't have a lawyer, nothing. I was getting beaten down, child support, everything with the ex-wife.
Oh, man.
I signed the power of attorney in 2013. And all in all, 612,000 went to $1,016,000. Well, I have to pick up
Yeah.
all the, how many years of fucking interest and
Yeah.
penalties.
Whoa.
And they kept
Penalties and
No,
everything.
they threw out the penalties. They don't
Yeah.
care about the
Okay.
penalties.
They just want
They take the interest.
the interest. That's where their money is at.
6%.
So you need a net. You want a net minimum $1 million.
No, it's not a minimum. I got to walk away, son in my pocket.
Yeah.
I need to get away.
I think-
I'm not in hardship.
Yeah.
I'm not in hardship.
Yeah,
okay?
'cause the
I made
tenants
this-
are now-
I made it this fucking far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think what a good price for this building is around 125
At this point right now.
at this point right now. And if we do 125 after all the closing costs, commissions, and everything, you will walk away with something. Would you be happy walking away with 50, 75,000?
No, that's not. I don't think it's not. I don't think it's gonna be something that I'm gonna entertain something this at the time, because it's like.
Because I was looking at the comps, what things are selling around the area and what we're selling, and even with the condition and everything, and having the tenants. Now, if we do 125, and we get a buyer for you at 125, you got to minus around for negotiation and closing costs and everything around 9%. You'll have 113,375. Now the question is, how much do you owe on the house in total?
I tell you, it's $1,016,000.
$1,016,000. So you'll end up. Oh, actually, it's a lot more. Yeah, it's 125,000, which I think is a great way to.
Listen, the way I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna sell
Yeah.
like this. The way I'm gonna do it is what I would like to do is, right, as soon as I'm ready to sell, I'm gonna pull the equity out. Okay? Pull the equity out, make my move, and then I'll flip the house. And I would, if I go even, I go even. And that's it. You know? So I would like to take the equity first so I could do something with the money and not wait till I sell it.
You mean
Because if I'm gonna sell it, let's say, because me, okay, this is my primary residence.
right?
You know, I'm still 52 years old.
Correct.
Still got a couple of years. I still got to work in the city here. So you follow what I'm saying, right? I have
So
to have
you're-
my plan. Now, my son is finishing high school in 2 years. He goes to high school right here.
Okay.
In 2023. Now, what I would be interested in doing, what I talked to him about, is that he wants to go to college in Florida.
Okay.
Okay, he wants to go to Florida. Now, what I would like to do, maybe in his senior year, pull the equity out of the house, purchase my house in Florida. Okay?
Okay.
But what I want to do, sell and buy, then buy. I'm not doing that bullshit. I'll pull the equity out, make my purchase, right? And then sell the house. Break even. See you later.
But you want, but how are you going?
And then I'll have to worry about capital gains.
What's up? But you're trying to do that by
2023.
No, but you're trying to do that by having whoever wants to buy the house give you the down payment and use that.
No. I'm going to pull out the equity.
You're trying to refinance?
Well,
you can get that in.
But the only problem is if you're...
I'm not going to refinance. I'll just take equity loan out the house. I'll take a HELOC out the house. I'll just take the cash out the house.
Okay.
I don't have to refinance or nothing. I would go with the contract right there in January of 2023. That's my move. January 2033 is where I'm prepping myself right now for that point in time, because my son's going to graduate June of 2023. Okay.
So you don't want to sell for another 2 years?
Yeah, that's my plan, because with the numbers right now, I'm sure this house is going to increase, but you could talk about a bubble if you want, but you know what? If I don't sell it, I don't lose nothing.
The gamble that you're taking by prolonging this process is literally saying that, you know how many people are defaulted right now on their mortgages and have squatters and have people living. You went through the process, and now there's this thing called the moratorium where tenants don't have to pay and you can't even go to the lawyer to evict someone. This entire coronavirus of people, you're looking at so many listings on the market, and when you're looking at so many listings at the market, you're looking at such a huge inventory that your prices are going to go down. It's supply and demand. You're probably not going to come out of the steep for a couple of years. It doesn't just a lot of inventory in the market and then 2 years later everything is good. When things start flooding the market, you're looking at a few years to even start the recovery process. Just like in 08. I don't even have to explain it to you.
All right, I heard enough of you. All right, so I understand all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, I just mentioned that before you went through your whole spiel. So this is something that I can't entertain now because it doesn't fit what's happening in my life right now.
Yeah.
And you know, there's so many factors that's going on right now in my life that I told you my time frame.
Understood. But what if we help you out? What if you have that equity and we find you a place to live in that's or even the owner that buys this rents you out the apartment, but you know you sold it out, you know you got your profit margin out of there, you got your profit from the house, you don't have to deal with the courts, the banks and everything.
You're a good salesman, I know, yeah, but I don't need the money right now. I don't need the money right now. See, that's the thing. I don't need the money. So that's what the position I'm in, that I don't need the money. And that's what I'm in the leverage. That's my leverage. Like the people who need the money, I'm not in that category. Before I sell it to you guys, I would definitely get other firms involved. As far as
I don't even want to. I
will always get other people to say, okay.
So Matt, did you explain to him what I do, what I'm here for?
I mean,
I'm not looking to buy it myself. I'm a real estate broker as well. I'm not looking to buy this property over $900,000. I won't pay $1 for personally as a developer. I'm here to sell it to an end user. I'm a broker as well, so I'm here to put it on the market and find the highest number I can get for you as the owner. Not going to developers, actually going to end users and be like, hey, you want to invest in your first investment property? Take a look at this house. I'm trying to get you the maximum dollar on this property for you. Personally, I would take advantage of the market where it is currently. I would put it on the market for anywhere from 125 to 13. I would try pulling out 150, 175,000 on selling the property, get the headache out of me, go run myself a little place for the next 2 years. I know I have the money, I know I have the equity. If the market falls, I also have money to reinvest inside the market and buy something for pennies on the dollar. So you can always reinvest, but now you saved yourself. It's kind of like with a stock, right? A stock goes up, you sell at the maximum, then it dips down.
You buy, yeah.
And then you took your profits and then you rebuy back in. I think we should just need to sell it directly to like end users, people that see the value of, I want to live here, I have some units paying it off, and I think this is going to be a nice home for me and my family to grow in. That's where I think we need to attack. Investors, we're not going to get anywhere over 800,000-900,000. They don't see the value in it, and I understand that.
You're really good. You're really good, and that really gives me a little bit of education on that too, because that's exactly right. Because you know, just a side note for that, my son is 15, right?
Yeah.
And he's. You want to see upstairs?
Yeah. Let's go upstairs. Oh, watch yourself. Now, anyone that's buying this for 1.2. is going to have around a $5,800 mortgage. What's your taxes? What's your insurance? And what's everything else?
Everything is $4,800 right now.
Right now, currently for the price you bought it for.
Yeah. For what?
But I'm talking about someone that's going to pay 1.2 for it.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, exactly.
So let's say everything else plus another 1,500, right? You're looking at 7,300, and that's
what they're paying now for these properties. You know, when I got this property, if it didn't go into law, I would have been paying. This house would have known was paid off.
yeah. And look at this. That means if the rent is 6,000, I'm losing 1,300 every month by buying this property. I'm putting up 1.2 million, and I'm losing anywhere from 13.
Unless you're living with a family, so 1,300.
Exactly.
I had the first one.
Exactly. I'm renting it out. It's all
What I
good.
did.
Exactly.
Me. You find some schmuck like me.
Exactly. That's what, no. This is why we're
No,
not.
but you know,
This is why we're not looking for investors at all. We're looking.
Not with this property.
No, we're looking to put it on the market and be like, hey, buyers, what are you willing to buy, pay for your next dream home?
Yeah.
That can also produce you a little bit of rental income. Or you can even, you want a unit for your daughter to live above you. You don't want her to move far, but you want her to have her own little private space. Great. You want to have it a home office? Great. You want to know the truth? As an investor, it's not worth buying right now.
Yeah, okay.
You rent. You find a nice one family in Long Island that wants $2,000-3,000 a month. You don't put a hefty down payment. You rent. You have no problem. You're living your life. You don't have to pocket $50,000 here, closing costs, everything, and then you have your money to actually make money, to look for opportunities to make money with it.
You know,
you don't buy.
Listen, could you put it on paper for me? I want to present it to my son. I want to talk about it with him because he's directly involved.
Yeah,
with this,
yeah, 100%.
Because that's something that I'm gonna have to look into. Because you're right. You got to sell at a high market. You can't wait to sell your house and then buy right there. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. So the best thing to do is rent.
Sell your house. You got to sit on the money and you got to wait for the market to move.
Exactly. Just like the stock market, right?
Yeah, you're right. You just
When you do the opposite, or you get fear of missing out, or when you go, that's when people lose money, and that's when you see a lot of people losing money. You're in a good situation right now where you can come out of this property not just selling it with no headache, but also with profit in your pocket. The last thing you want to do is go buy another house at influx market. Renting is super cheap. You can still rent over here. You can find a 2-bedroom with a backyard over here, just like this, for what? For $2,200.
I could go into the city, even cheaper.
And if it pops and everything drops,
you're
renting. You have no mortgage payment. You have no money inside an asset that's going to depreciate. Right. But now you have cash flow.
Cash, and then you buy.
And then what happens when the market goes up?
Then you sell again.
You're in a different market.
Buy the same house again for cheap.
Listen, you're in a different place with your life now. Because instead of coming into the market hot, you're coming into the market low. And now you can actually make a big profit on things. And from different perspectives, I'm not just a broker, I'm a developer too. I'm showing you from the developer standpoint, it's not worth it. From the broker standpoint, listen, if you can attack it, the goal is, as an agent, I work for you. I'm here to get you the maximum money. I have nothing to do with the house. It's finding people that are willing to pay. I'll get you everything on paper. I'll send it over to Matt. He'll send it to you. If you want me to represent you and sell the house for you, happily, I'll be more than happy to. Okay. And we can even get you a long contract. That way you can stay here for, I think the best option is sell the house, collect the equity, rent something, don't buy something. Wait to see where things go. If an opportunity comes, you have that money to invest. But if the right opportunity doesn't come, it doesn't mean you need to chase the. I haven't bought a property in the past, 6 to 8 months alone. Hasn't bought a property? Stop buying. Stop buying, because it doesn't make sense to buy now. People aren't paying, prices are going up. Half of New York developers went to where? Miami, Texas. Sometimes it's better having it in your hand rather than having it in something that might sink.
This is very interesting, and I appreciate. All right, gentlemen.
Such a pleasure, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll be in touch, man. Such a pleasure.
You're pretty amazing. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You as well, man. You as well. We'll do some. We'll be in touch, and I'll talk with Matt, and I'll send you everything so you can have a way to look at it. Thank you so much, Charles. Appreciate you. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. So I didn't have too much information what type of meeting this is going to be. I thought it was a listing pitch for someone that wants to sell it. But also it seemed like the actual owner didn't have an idea. It seemed like he thought I was there to buy the property. And he only wanted to sell it because he's in trouble in 2023. So we had to deal with so much objections in this meeting. And a lot of the objections were, I'm okay, I don't need to sell it. Or I don't want to sell it to you. Or I need to make this amount of money. And simply what I did is I just broke it down and I told him, hey, sir, I'm a developer, I'm an investor. I would never invest in your property and I would never buy your property from you. Your property isn't worth it. Not at these numbers and not at the number you owe for it. An investor is never gonna come in to lose money on a property and put up over $1 million to not make money. And I explained to him that this has to be sold to an end user, someone that's emotionally gonna wanna live in. And what I was trying to explain to him is maybe he was an investor when he bought this property, but he messed up the deal so much by taking out a loan on top of a loan and not paying it because he had squatters, and that the interest from the bank hit that he owes so much money that it's not worth it for it. The market value for this property is $1.2 million or $1.1 million, but not as an investor, as someone that possibly wants to live there with his family and potentially make a little bit of rental income from the top units. That's what it's there for. And once I explained and broke down the numbers and everything, he was like, whoa, and told him a little bit about the market and potentially what can happen and so forth. Then he got a different approach on it. This was definitely kind of like a curveball thrown at me, where I thought this was a listing pitch from the referral agent that brought us in, and it turned out to be completely different. But I want you guys to see how I handled objections. I hope it actually shows you that actually knowledge is power, because you can guide people and educate them. That actually might create potential business for you in places that other people would have gave up, ran away and said there's no business over there, because there's always business to be made. And let me know what else you guys want to see. Go get your free stocks. We got Webull, Robinhood, and we got Coinbase in the link below. And if you're interested in a private mentorship with me, I have my mentorship program, which is mentoredbydave.com. Link is going to be in the description, and you guys can sign up for a free 15-minute consultation with me, and we can go from there. I love you guys. We are the Closer Gang. We get all the fucking deals done. We don't fucking play around. We're not here to joke around. We're here to close things up. So we're here to be efficient, effective, and to grow. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Been a little too nice for y'all. Now I got to up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. A6 all the hate. I woke in a bar today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the on record, off record. I still count wins when they got it.